Tau santoshayata santau srila rupa sanatano dakshinatyena bhattena punaretadvivichyate tasyadyam granthana lekham krantavyutkranta khanditam paryalocyatha paryayam krutva likati jivakaha. Sapinga. So yesterday we were discussing about the kutilata. What is crookedness? What is the definition of crookedness? Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, having no respect in the heart, but externally showing respect.
Yeah, externally they worship, but internally they have no respect. So only this is crookedness. No, it needs conditions to be satisfied. Yeah, Gokulan Bro.
Although externally they may behave well before the
Worship, they worship.
the guru, etc. Inwardly, they are disrespectful to Krishna and Guru.
Internally they
are disrespectful towards the Guru, the Lord.
Yeah, you are adding
and
few
the
more,
devotees.
little thing more. That means also guru and also devotees.
Yes.
Externally, internally not having respect, but externally they worship guru as a Lord, guru, and devotees. Yeah, this is also not complete. It needs even more. We'll tell. Sachdev Prabhu, yes.
Yeah. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, I can add this that crookedness refers to that they have heard all the scriptures.
Yes.
They know what is what. They know
Yes.
who is supreme personality of Godhead. But still they do not have respect for Guru Sadhu and Shastra.
Yeah.
That is the extra point.
Yeah. Shruta Shastrasya. Yes. Then you can say it is a kudilata due to offenses. This is also not sufficient. We want to add more. More. Who will add the more? This is not going to satisfy the complete definition of the kudilata. Who is going to tell? Bhagavan Pandit Prabhu. Yes.
So that from the result point of view, the ignorant may get the mercy of the Lord, but the kutil people cannot get the mercy.
Kutilata definition itself, it needs further modification. Some refined definition we want. So that kind of refining, can you do?
No.
No. Okay. Anyone else? They want to try? Rukmini Mohan Prabhu? Yes, Mataji, yes. Nayan Manjari Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. So to be crooked, you have to have the 5 faults. You have to have lack of faith, and you have to be absorbed in material objects.
Yeah.
You have to be lax in your bhakti. You have to have pride.
Yeah. No, crookedness definition, whatever is there, it still needs some more refining actually. When can you say? Anant Krishna. We'll take Anant Krishna Prabhu's.
Even that devotee got the association of very great devotees.
It is also needed. Even after that person comes into the association of great devotees, but still he is showing this kind of internally not having respect and externally showing some kind of worship towards the Lord, his devotees and others. Then it is, and after studying all the Shastras? Two conditions. Studying all the Shastras, that means Sutta Shastras, and also once he is exposed to the association, then only you can say that Kutilata is out of, or otherwise it is the result of offenses. So this is the final definition. So Kutilata due to offenses means, so these many conditions has to be satisfied. Sruta Shastras, that means that person should go well versed in the Shastras, scriptures, and but he is showing the internally, but he was having the internally disrespect, but externally he is showing the some kind of worship towards the Lord and devotees and the Guru. So even that means this kind of nature is not going after coming in contact with the, or after coming into the association of the pure devotees, then we can say that is the crookedness out of offenses. Yeah. So this is the full definition we have seen. Who is the example for this? Duryodhan. Duryodhan is the example for this. So Duryodhan, yeah. So next, but Lord is not going to accept this kind of people's offerings, whatever they worship they offer. Lord is going to accept? No, he is not going to accept. Their worship. Example is Duryodhana's hospitality. Lord didn't accept when he went as messenger to Hastinapura. Next, one more thing we have seen, but the fools, that means Agnana, the fools who are not crooked, they become successful by an abhasa of worship, but not the but the crooked people, even they cannot continue bhakti. They cannot continue bhakti. This is the point. Crooked people can do bhakti, can continue bhakti. No, only for a time being, they will be showing there some kind of worship or doing some kind of worship. But can they continue bhakti anuvritti? That means continuation of bhakti, is it possible by them? No. Only for some selfish reasons, dikhawa. Just for some selfish reasons, they will be so doing the show of bhakti, or sometimes just they do that show of bhakti externally, but they cannot continue. What is the example for this? Who is the pramana for this? Parasara's statement in Skanda Prana. So what he is saying? Na apunyavatam loke mudhanam kutilatmanam bhaktir bhavati govinde kirtanam smaranam tatha. So here, yes, Parasara statement. So kutilanam, kutilatmanam, in this world, impious fools who are crooked don't do bhakti, but only they do some externally some kind of worship for time being only, maybe for some external motives, due to external motives to impress, like Duryodhan did. So chanting and hair also. Next, in consideration of that, so also following is said in the Vishnu Dharma. Vishnu Dharma. So what is that? So satyam shatena vignanam sahasrena tatha tapaha. That means truth is blocked by 100 obstacles. Austerity is blocked by 1,000 obstacles. People's bhakti to Govinda is blocked by 10,000 obstacles. What it mean? It means, so people bhakti is top. Next, we are going to see 155 on 55th, 155th anuccheda, ashraddha. Now we are going to discuss lack of faith. What is the meaning of lack of faith? Lack of faith means vishwasa abhavaha. That means not having the belief, absence of belief. Vishwasa abhava. In where? Tan mahimadau. That means in the glories of the Lord. This is enough. Vishwasa bhava is enough, this much. It is hang on one more condition. Two more conditions. Drishte shrutepi. Even after hearing and after seeing also. Even after hearing and seeing of what? Hearing and seeing of those glories. Directly we are seeing the glories of the Lord. And also directly hearing the glories of the Lord. But not having the faith. Not having the belief in those. That means Lord's glories, you don't have any belief in that Lord's glories. That means, yeah, he is so great and he can have that kind of quality. Like that, if you don't have any belief, not only having the belief, viparita bhavanadina, and having the opposite feeling. Opposite feeling. Simply not having the belief is not sufficient. Also, so not having the belief due to opposite feelings, viparita bhavana. Then it is ashraddha. Example, Duryodhan is there. Duryodhan in that Rajashwa Yaga, after that, in that assembly, so he saw while killing the Shishupala, so Lord showed the Vishwarup, universal form. So that's Krishna's form. So after seeing this, did he change his behavior? Did he got the Shraddha in the Krishna and did he start worshipping him as Supreme Personality of Godhead? Did he start? Duryodhana? He didn't start. That means what is happening? But also he is considering him as, now on the top of that, he's not just believing, but he is considering Krishna is simply a ordinary person. This is Viparita Bhavana. So what is happening, you see? What is the Ashraddha? Even directly seeing the glories of the Lord or hearing glories of the Lord and not believing, not having the belief in those due to Viparita Bhavana, opposite feelings. Then it is Ashraddha. You cannot take out any condition. Drishte Srute, if you take out Drishte Srutepi, if you take out, that means seeing, even after seeing directly and hearing, if you remove this condition, that means someone who is not having the glories in the someone who is not having the belief in the Lord's glories, this definition is sufficient. This is not sufficient. Because if you say Ashraddha means not having the faith in or belief in Lord's glories, this much if you give, is this sufficient definition? It's incomplete. What is the problem is going to come if you take only this much? If you say, so not having the faith in the glories of the Lord is known as Ashraddha. If you say this much, what is the problem is going to come? and that ashraddha is due to that is the result of offenses. So you are saying like this. When can you say that faith is out of offenses? Just if you say not having the faith in the glories of the Lord. So is it going to work? Is it sufficient to say that faith is out of offenses? Not brain is not functioning. Okay. Sachdev Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhuji. Actually, a person should see someone else having faith, and then he decides that, "Nahi, I don't have faith." That is the main point. That means he must have seen the faith somewhere else, or he must have heard about the faith somewhere else, and
No.
then also he's totally ignorant.
Sorry, Prabhu.
Okay, Prabhu.
Sorry, Prabhu. Sorry. So seeing faith is not the criteria. Archana Bhakti Mata, yes.
Prabhuji, offense is when after knowing something, in spite of knowledge, you do something that becomes offense. Unknowingly, when someone does it, that's not counted as an offense.
The offenses can be even unknowingly also can be done. That is a general science actually. We cannot say without knowing offenses, without knowing anything happens. So that cannot be offense. No, that is not the standard rule actually. Yeah. Yes, Rukmini Mohan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanapram.
Yeah.
So in case if we just generally only say that not having a faith is the problem, then ignorant will also come into that category.
This is the point actually. If you say not having the faith in the glories of the Lord, this much only if you give the definition, then what about the ignorant people? They didn't hear that Jivatma till now. So from the beginningless, from the Anadikala, it didn't hear the glories of the Lord and it didn't see the glories of the Lord. So how can you expect that Jivatma is not having the faith? So that's why that kind of category, ignorant people, you want to remove it out from this ashraddha category, which is due to offenses. What you have to do? You have to put a condition there, filter. You have to add a filter of even after seeing and hearing. This is a filter actually. Then ignorant people will be stopped. That means from this. Getting this? Yeah. You want to, by this definition, so you want to bring out the people who committed offense and they developed the ashraddha. So that kind of people only you want, not the ignorant people who are having the ashraddha. That we don't want. So then to filter out them, what you should keep condition, simply writing that, simply saying that not having the faith in the belief, not having the faith in or belief in glories of the Lord. This is glories of the Lord. This is not sufficient. Then everyone will come. That means people should develop ashraddha. People develop ashraddha due to offenses. They also come, and also people having the ashraddha due to ignorance. Both will come. Now you want to remove out these people. Ashraddha due to ignorance. Then what you have to keep in the definition? This is the definition. Then you should put a condition. Even after seeing and hearing. Hearing the glories of the Lord. Clear? And one more condition is what? This not having faith due to opposite feelings. Viparita bhavana. Example is Duryodhana. Duryodhanasyaiva Vishwarupa Darshanadau api. Everyone is getting or going? Yeah. Asambhavana, Viparita Bhavana. These are the. That means Viparita Bhavana means here. So Lord is having the magnanimous qualities, and Viparita Bhavana to that means Lord is not having those qualities, but he is ordinary person. And those qualities are due to some other thing, not because of his. That is not his glory. Like example, Duryodhana saw the Vishwarupa, if Vishwarupa of the Lord, and what he has to understand, he should understand that this is the glory of the Lord. The showing the universal form should be the glory of the Lord. He should take like that, but he didn't take. He is taking that it's not the glory of the Lord. Not only that, and he is thinking that it is, this universal form is due to some kind of trick or something like that. Viparita means considering something as reason other than the accepting it as Lord's glory. This is a Viparita Bhavana. Getting?
Be correct to say that Viparita Bhavanas are the same as samshayas, as what do you call them? Doubts.
Viparita Bhavanas are not just samshayas, but Viparita Bhavanas is opposite. Opposite. That means claiming that glory due to some other thing, not the, or that. And he's seeing that definitely Vishwarupa is in front of his eyes. That is a fact. He will accept that also, but he will not think this is the glory of the Lord. This is showing Vishwarupa, but he will be thinking it is the out of some trick or some magic or something or some illusion. This is, he will take like that. It is due to of the Maya. Yes, bro. Why he is thinking like this? Because of the offenses. Because he is exposed to the association. Duryodhana was also in a company of the Pandavas and in company of the Bhishma Dev. But even after being in the association of the devotees, but one is not getting the faith in the glories of the Lord, means that faithlessness, that lack of faith is out of previously committed offenses. So there's a point. So you have to, for every offense, for every result, you should consider that even after coming into the association of the devotees, they are maintaining those results like Ashraddha and so and so. Then only you should say that those are all out of offenses. Okay, that is the universal condition. For everything, for everyone, it is appealing. Yes? Confused, huh? Everyone is. Any questions? Nayana Manjari Mataji is clear? Yes. So next, यथा दुर्योधनस्यैव विश्वरूपदर्शनादौ अपि अतएव यथा आपन्नः संसृतिं घोरां यन्नाम विवशो गृणन्. So that's why we can see Saunaka's faith. Saunaka's faith, Saunakasya 1:14. So this sloka is from the first canto, first chapter, 14 sloka. So from this we are seeing the faith of Saunak Rishi. What is said? A helpless person can immediately be delivered from the terrors of material existence while taking the Krishna's name form, which fear personifies, which from which fear personified gets fear. While taking Krishna's name form, which fear personified gets from, while taking the Krishna's name, from which fear personified gets fear. Editing is needed. Clearly it is. So you have to study like this. Helpless person can immediately be delivered from the terrors of material existence while taking Krishna's name. So from which fear personified gets fear. From which means Krishna. From the Krishna, what happened? Even personified fear also gets fear. So this sentence is showing Saunaka's faith. Saunaka's faith in the Lord. That means a helpless person can immediately be delivered from the terrors of material existence while taking Yannama Gruhnan. So Yannama Gruhnan, while taking the Krishna's name. By that means anyone takes Krishna's name, he will be immediately relieved from this great. So that means material existence, a terror of material existence. He'll be immediately relieved because by seeing Krishna, so even death or fear personified also get fear. So Saunaka's statement is showing that Saunaka's faith in the glory of Lord. Next we are seeing Tantagajanam Kushilagra iti Sri Prahaladasya Anubhava Siddham na tatha sarvesham. We are also seeing some devotees are experiencing the glories of the Lord. So we are also seeing some devotees are experiencing the glories of the Lord. Example, Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj was by his father Hiranyakashipu. So Prahlad Maharaj was put into various types of great difficulties, actually put into the difficulties, like throwing him from the mountain to kill him. That means he attempted several ways, that means to kill the Prahlad Maharaj. And sometimes he was putting under the elephants. That means elephants trying to put a feet on them and crush him. And also sometimes he was given with the poison and he was made into the sit in the lap of his auntie, and so she wants to burn him out. But and also by the various ways. So that means Hiranyakashipu tried to kill Prahlad Maharaj, but nothing happened to him. So from this, Prahlad Maharaj experienced directly the glory of the Lord. Glory of the Lord he experienced clearly. This will not happen in everyone's case. It's not going to happen. It's not that like Prahlad Maharaj, now you also put your hand in the fire on the stove, and now my hand should not burn, because in the Prahlad Maharaj case, fire didn't burn him. So I am also doing bhakti. So then you think that, oh, he is pure devotee and I am not pure devotee. So that is why, that means whatever devotion you are doing, is it not sufficient to prevent you from burning? It can do. Even little bhakti is enough. Then what is the reason actually? Why our hand is get burned? One reason is, yes, of course, offenses. If it is there, then Bhakti Maharani will not manifest her glories. And other reason is, Bhakti Maharani glories should not be exhibited cheaply. That's not good actually. Her glory should not be exhibited all the time, cheaply, at any time, anywhere, by anyone. So here, that's why you come to our point. So here Prahlad Maharaj is able to experience the glories of the Lord, but it is not going to happen in everyone's case. Na tatha sarvesham. So here it is given that Suddha Bhaktaihi Bhagavan Mahima Akhyapanecha. But then why in the Prahlad Maharaj's case we are seeing directly when he was put in the fire, so his body is not burned by that fire, or when he was crushed by the elephants, nothing happened to him. So what is the reason actually? Why Bhakti Maharani is showing her glory directly there? But in the case of the Parishit Maharaj, it's not like that. Even in the case of the Pandavas, they were defeated in that game actually, and also they were sent to the forest. Like in this, so many devotees case, we are seeing directly some disease is attacking and it is killing away them and eating away their body, and so many problems. Why every time Bhakti Maharani is not manifesting her glories? Yeah, that is the point he said here. Na tatha sarvesham. That means this glory of the bhakti will not be experienced by everyone. It will not be experienced by everyone. Idrisham anushangikam phalam. But glory of the bhakti means what? What kind of glory? I am not saying that all the glories of the bhakti. No, I am not saying all the glories of the bhakti, but this kind of glory. This kind of glory means, so like how it happened in the case of Prahlad Maharaj. So that means grossly the glory of the bhakti is manifested. That means, so preventing Prahlad Maharaj from burning of fire. Preventing Prahlad from burning due to fire. This is the one result actually. This is the one kind of glory of the bhakti. This is not the main glory actually. Main glory means it is a secondary glory. It's not main glory, it is secondary glory. Means but main glory of the bhakti is what? So that means glory of the bhakti is one of the glory. Main glory is what? So giving the taste, giving the spiritual taste. So this, when you take the holy name, getting the some taste, getting the taste in holy name. Example, this everyone can get. In everyone's case it happens. That's why we are able to chant. If there is no taste at all, then we cannot chant also. everyone is getting some attraction. This is normally its main glory, and it is normally manifesting in everyone. But this kind of secondary glory, like preventing or otherwise such a miracle type glory, which that is not manifested, that will not be experienced by everyone. Only it is experienced by the someone. What is the reason why it is directly experienced in their case? Example, Prahlad Maharaj's case. Reason is, what is the reason? Because they want to show or show the glory of bhakti. They means pure devotees. Sometimes pure devotees wants to show the glory of the bhakti. So in that time they will be desiring to manifest this secondary glory. That means Prahlad Maharaj. Yeah, in the Prahlad Maharaj's case, we are seeing, so he is being protected from that fire. So that kind of thing is happening. That is a gross manifestation of the glory. So that is happening because Prahlad Maharaj wants to show the glory of the bhakti to his father. Otherwise, he will never desire to manifest like that. He will allow him to burn, no problem. Devotees never desire to desire Bhakti Maharani to show her glories. Only sometimes pure devotees, they desire to show her glories. So just for the sake of, just for the sake of, for the common people, just for the sometimes to show her glories. Bhakti Maharani or the Lord, whatever. That's why sometimes you may expect, oh, my spiritual master is really elevated or not, and I am not seeing any miracles in his life. Maybe you have some kind of doubt. Maybe he's really pure devotee or not. This kind of doubt you may get. Because if he's pure devotee, he should put his hand in the fire and it should not burn. Like that. Something. The way how it happened in the case of Prahlad Maharaj. So you may expect, but pure devotees, they don't allow Bhakti Maharani to exhibit. They can do that. Prabhupada also can do that kind of miracles. And Gurudev also can do. But they don't want. Only sometimes some pure devotees, so they wish just for the sake of showing the bhakti's glories. Suddha bhaktaihi bhagavan mahima akyapanecha yadi syat tada eva ishyate. If pure devotees get the desire to show the glories of the Bhakti Maharani, then at that time Bhakti Maharani will be manifesting those glories. Since they are desiring to show now. Otherwise, she is not showing. She will be hiding her glories. In the case of Dhruva Maharaj, it is one example actually. When you do bhakti, your total body becomes the transcendental actually. it is happening not only in the Dhruva Maharaj's case, everyone's case. As much as your tongue, your eyes, your body is engaged in the service of the Lord, that much it will become spiritualized. And there is no matter actually, then everything is spiritualized. Like in the case of gopis and in the case of Dhruva Maharaj. So total body is completely spiritualized as it is. No need to leave anything there. And that's why he immediately went with the same spiritual body. But the same thing can happen, that is happening in everyone's case, it is happening. But why we are not going with the same body? You may ask then, you are saying Prabhupada is pure devotee. And you said that if you engage body in the devotion, then his body also should be transformed into the spiritual. It's completely spiritualized. Then he also should go as it is like Dhruva Maharaj. Then why we are seeing he left his body and these things what? You may get this out or not. Then maybe that means Prabhupada may not be pure devotee. Like that? What is the answer? Answer is Bhakti Maharani. Yes. A pure devotee doesn't want to, he doesn't want to show his glory through that. And he doesn't want Bhakti Maharani to do that. And so that glories of the bhakti are always hidden, and so that valuable thing is kept in secret way. Otherwise, people will take it so cheaply actually. Then they will be started using that Bhakti Maharani for the cheap reasons. Yeah. Yeah.
It's on the same note. It's from 1088.8. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti's Prabhupada, he is explaining that sometimes devotees would get sick and they would suffer so much, and that will be a special reciprocation of the Lord for their bhakti. And one of the reasons for that is that people in general, they will not be attracted to bhakti for wrong reasons. Thinking, oh, if I take to bhakti, I will never get sick.
Yes.
Just to protect the special position of bhakti.
Yes.
Devotees would especially get, so much suffering or illness.
Yes. Yeah. And also one more reason is not the rights. Otherwise people will take so cheaply. So they start doing the bhakti and my disease should be purified. That means they will valuable thing they will use for cheap purposes. And she is what? She is the Sarupa Sakti of the Lord. And she is not different from the Lord, and you are using her to just do your service. It's not good actually. That's why, so they don't want, pure devotees, they don't want Bhakti Maharani to manifest her glories. And also, if Bhakti Maharani is easily manifesting like that in everyone's case, externally, so then what will happen? Then even karmis, jnanis also what they will be doing? They will be leaving the karma and jnana to get their sarga and other results. They keep on using this. Directly they are seeing, then they started keep on using. And one more thing, by that, karma and jnana will be ruled out from the entire history. In future, nobody will be doing. Then other sadhanas will not get any place, which are said by the Vedas. Okay? This is also one more reason. We'll be seeing this in the future commentaries in somewhere. Other sadhanas will not get any place if she is directly manifesting her.
Just desire of the devotee is enough to get the manifestation or what he want to have, or even Bhakti Maharani also have to agree on that desire, then the manifestation will also.
Bhakti Maharani, that means Lord Aham Bhakta Paradyan, he is in control of devotees. Even sadhakas also, sadhana bhakti also controls him. Okay. So That means he is in control of the Lord. Lord is in control of devotees. So if they desire, then he will do that. But pure devotees. But in our case, we desire. Now you want to manifest the Bhakti Maharani's glories in front of everyone. You want to show your friends. But it is not going to happen in your case, in our case, because we have honored us actually. And in that case, so Bhakti Maharani is not ready to manifest her glories. You are seeing the conditions, how many? Many are conditions are now is opening here. Two types of people are there. One with the offenses, devotee with offenses. And second is pure devotee. That means without offenses. Okay. So now devotees with offenses, they want to show the glories of the bhakti to everyone. Even in their case, she is not manifesting because of offenses. So no manifestation. No manifestation of glories. In the case of pure devotees, they are without offenses, obviously. So that means in their case, so since offenses generally stop that rule actually, that's the general rule. Offenses stop the manifestation of the glories of the bhakti. That is obvious, the standard principle, you cannot change. So pure devotees means they are without offenses. Then in that case, if they desire, if they wish, then immediately Bhakti Maharani will manifest her glories. So that can happen. So Prahlad Maharaj comes under this category. And Prahlad Maharaj desired so Bhakti Maharani to manifest because why? He wants to show the glories of the Bhakti Maharani, not for the sake of his self-interest, not for protecting himself or not for the sake of showing his own power, for own his highness. That's not the reason. So only to promote the bhakti he showed. This is the thing. In the case of the this will happen. And next is what? So Prahlad Maharaj, yeah. If Bhakti Maharani always, that means in the pure devotee's case, it can. So of course, one may say now one more condition. Pure devotees, they don't want, so that's why Bhakti Maharani is not doing, and they don't want, but pure devotees are neutral. So they don't want means, so they are particularly not wanting. But one may ask, Bhakti Maharani herself, why don't she is not showing her glories in everyone's case? Everyone's case means in pure devotee's case, every time, all the time, why she is not doing? Because she wants to give space to other processes. For example, I am giving example for this. Ajamil case. Ajamil did the thousands and thousands of the mistakes, sins in his whole life. Then when he got the son Narayana at that Namakarana Samskara, so he chanted the Narayana name. So by that name, whatever sins he performed in the past and whatever he is doing present, whatever he'll be doing in the future, all the sins are destroyed by that one holy name. Okay? Then after that also, that means everything, that means his his complete heart is cleaned. That means this holy name is going to destroy even the Kutam Bijam also. So, but still, after chanting this, we are seeing he started, that means still having the attachment for the wife and children and everything. That means you'll be seeing after 4 years, after that, once again, 5 years or 4 years, Narayanas, at the time of death of the 5 years, 4 years, whatever. So he was, after that also, that means Narayana's Namakarana Samskara, he cleaned all his sins. Then after that also we are seeing, so Ajamil started having the attachment for his wife and also committing the sins. So why it is happening? Then Bhakti Maharani cleaned on that day onwards, on that minute onwards. Now Ajamil should be the pure devotee and no desire, no, everything is clean in the heart. It should happen. But it didn't happen. Why? Why there it is written that? So she wants to, Bhakti Maharani wants to, she's not manifesting her power there immediately in the case of Ajamil. She cleaned everything. So after that, whatever sins he is doing, those are all like the snake without any poison. Those sins are not going to create any attachment, bondage for the Narayan. Those sins. So, okay. So that means that is a statement. That's a Shastric statement. Bhakti, if you do one time, if you take the holy name, it is going to destroy the future sins also. Whatever you are going to conduct, whatever you are going to do. So in that case, Bhakti Maharani, what it should do? So it has to, that means it is cleaning all the things. Then after that devotee, then Ajamil on that next moment onwards, he should be without any material desires. Then he should not going with his wife and he is not giving the attachment for his son and nothing. But we are seeing still he's having the attachment at the moment, at the end of his breath, at the end of his life. So when Yamadutas came, he started with the attachment to the Narayana, he started calling his son's name. So then why it happened? If Bhakti Maharani cleans the future sins also, he should not have any kind of attachment. So that's reason is, what is the reason? She wants to give the space to the other process like karma and jnana and so on. How it is happening? Karma and jnana. Otherwise, if on the next moment, if Ajamil is appearing without any desires, then what will happen? For the atonement, for the doing the atonement sins, that means whatever the people they did sins to atone those, and nobody will follow the karma. They will be doing the sins, and instead of doing the karma, they will be just doing the bhakti. One more problem also comes. They will be using the bhakti all the time for cleaning those sins. And also jnana, same. These other process will not get any space. And also devotees, the people will in general then they start using that for the cheap reasons, cheap purposes. Yeah. So then they will be committing offense definitely. So that means they will be understanding this only, na? Bhakti destroys the sins. By seeing the Ajamil, they understood that. So then they will be using like that bhakti. So that's why, like your example also is so pure devotees also, even they can destroy their disease by the bhakti. But then if they do that, then what will happen? People all in general also start using the Bhakti Maharani to just cure their diseases. This will be propagated. This propaganda will happen. Yeah.
So, also, we came to know that bhakti actually never perishes.
Yes.
So, after curing the diseases or after giving their material solutions, at the last also supposed to give prema. Means these are the material things. It will be provided, but finally it will provide prema. It's not
Yeah,
like that.
she will give.
So bhakti in that case, so suppose those who are not following karmas, but they are using bhakti for karmic this kind of results. So for them still bhakti is good. No?
For them still.
Doing bhakti is good.
Bhakti is good, yeah. But the problem is they will be using that for the material results, material reasons.
That is also Lord also saying that you can, if you have any desire also, you do bhakti.
Yeah. So then what will happen? So this will be replacing the karma and jnana entirely. And that, yeah, Bhakti Maharani definitely give whatever you want. But that result should not be just shown grossly. Grossly, that should not be shown. Because otherwise Bhakti Maharani's secrecy will not be maintained. Her secrecy should be maintained. That's why in the Shastras we are hearing so many glories of the Bhakti, but in our day-to-day life we are not seeing that many manifestations of all those glories. Why this is needed actually? If everything is manifesting cheaply, grossly into your life, then it will become very cheap actually. It's a laughing stuff. If king comes and stays with you, then how you will feel? Yes, it's just ordinary person. That is not good actually. You may say that king staying with us is good. No. Then you will not get the real respect actually. Then whole society will be diverted towards only just using and only material problems. They are nullifying with that, and they will be in this process. No need of any goloka, philoka, we don't want. We use bhakti and we enjoy our life. We'll enjoy here. Whenever some problem, do bhakti and destroy that and enjoy it. Now I want some wine. So Bhakti Maharani, I will ask, wine, give me wine. Okay, drink it, nice. This kind of whatever the things, silly reasons we keep on using. Yeah.
Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Even in this material world, the creation purpose is to keep us in illusion that there is no God, because we want
in this
creation of this material world. One purpose is this also, that we wanted to be not to be with God. So we
not to be with
in association with God. So we need to be in illusion that God don't exist. So if like this easily manifestation will happen of Bhakti Maharani, that anyone desire and do bhakti and get, and they will at least they will get to know that there is some higher power. But that illusion should be needed in material world.
No. That will lead to another problem actually. That's a big problem it will lead actually. Then they will defeat, then they will stop. That means they will not understand the real glory of the bhakti. They will be only using her for the superficial reasons.
I am saying, Prabhuji, that is needed, that Bhakti Maharani should not manifest his glories, because even people also have desire to be not be in association of God. So if they will see the glories like so chiefly, then they will get to know that higher power exists, and that also keep him undisturbed.
Yeah, for that's why she's doing na. So in the case of Dromana, she did. She's not doing the regularly, but she's doing. Some places she does. Only for example, so that you should get faith actually by seeing that. And you should endeavor. It's not that she's becoming cheaply to your hand. No. It's not that the Bhakti Maharani is not at all manifesting anytime. She manifests also, apparently it's visible to everyone. So such a way she's manifesting in some cases, just to create this Shraddha. But with that Shraddha, he has to endeavor. It's not that he has to. So then if she comes close to him and always manifesting, then he will be taking it into the cheap regions. That's why the balance is there, striking balance. That's why we see some certain cases in the Shastra, like example. So pure devotees also, they don't want in general, but sometimes if they want to exhibit the glories of the Lord, to the entire creation, then they will be desiring her to manifest her glories. Example is Prahlad Maharaj. But otherwise, in general, they don't want. They don't want to use Bhakti Maharani to for their Swarakshanaya, Swamahima Darshanaya. So he did the tapasya for the, that means 64 rounds every day for the 30 years. Then he got the fully, that means Bhakti Maharani so pleased on him, and he will not come into the society and start doing the miracles. See, I am reading the Bhakti. Now I will put on hand, you will be delivered. No. No, they don't do. Only they don't do for these cheap reasons. Only sometimes they can. Yes, Ram Sharan Prabhu. To show their power. Now you see, I am powerful. I can put my hands and I can deliver anyone. That they don't do actually. That is not the quality of the pure devotee. Showing his own power. Or otherwise, to protect himself. Now tiger is attacking and he is having the potency. That means he can ask the Bhakti Maharani to help him. He can ask Krishna to help him. Immediately Krishna come and say, but he will not ask. Let the tiger come and eat away. No problem. But who are not the elevated devotees, but they will ask, but she will not do because they have offenses. And they are not ready. They cannot. Rangamaya Prabhu. Yeah, who is raising hand? Yeah, Ram Sharan Prabhu, yes.
Yeah, so Prabhu, Hare Krishna. So with this side, when we do, like when devotee goes for preaching, like it's become very difficult for common man to accept this, believe in Shastra, because things were basically mentioned in Shastra, like Prahlad Maharaj story or Dhruv Maharaj story. But when they see, like they want to see some real life example, like they say, oh, it might be something like imaginary you are talking about, like that. So so is that becoming like an offense, like, because like it's mentioned in Shastra, but when we don't see practically, it's ultimately developed into ashraddha, and it become like an offense, like from the other people's perspective, when we preach like this.
Yeah, so that's why. So Vaishnavas, they take some kind of a risk and they preach. Initially, they might be, see Prabhu, ashraddha is also two types. Ashraddha out of ignorance, ashraddha out of offenses. So by their presence, if Vaishnava is going to a non-devotee who is not having the Shraddha, a Vaishnava is going to a person who is not having the Shraddha, and he is trying to preach, and even in that association of that Vaishnava, that person is not able to get the faith, then means you should understand that he is having the Ashraddha out of offenses, then he will not be touched further actually. So, but by the association of the Vaishnava, and Vaishnava is because thinking that this person is having Ashraddha out of ignorance, then he tried to educate him and he tried to elevate him and make him understand. And then if it is not out of the offenses, then Ashraddha immediately will go away. Definitely. And that person will be definitely taking up. So then in that case, it's good. He will become devotee. But if someone is not, even after the good devotees association, is not able to get the faith, you should understand that there are some serious offenses he committed, and that resulted into resulted into such a faithlessness or lack of faith. Okay. So that's why in our general, in generally day-to-day life, that's why we are not seeing the glories of the bhakti so frequently. The reason is it will become so cheap actually if it is happening Bhakti Maharani is manifesting, Lord is manifesting his glories every moment here. So pure devotees, they don't want to show the glories of the bhakti to show their glory, or otherwise to protect themselves. But they will be desiring, sometimes they will be desiring to manifest Lord's glories just for the sake of teaching the or preaching the glories of Lord. Example is Prahlad Maharaj. And Bhakti Maharani also is not going to do by her side also. By her side also, even Lord devotees may not desire. Sometimes maybe Bhakti Maharani, so by herself can do, you can say like that. Even she is also not going to do that, because then bhakti will be taken as very cheaply. So, but she will be doing in some cases. So she will be doing her miracles and showing her miracles in some cases, so that those cases will be the cause for the getting the Shraddha. Example is Dhruv Maharaj. Okay, everything is balanced or any problem?
If I understand correctly, just to be completely precise,
Yeah.
we say that bhakti it does not manifest her glory.
Yes.
In the miraculous way, in terms of like supernatural material way.
Yes.
Because bhakti manifests her glory in so many other ways that are
Yeah.
visible every day.
Yes.
But here we speak particularly in the forms of miracles. And
Yes. Yes.
Supernatural.
Secondary results. Anushangika. That's I said. Secondary kind of results. Primary results are just creating the taste for the holy name and those things. So she will do that internally. So which is happening, changing in the consciousness. And we are also, if we see before doing the sadhana, how our life and our attraction was so much to the material world, now being reduced. So like these kind of things you'll be always experiencing internally. That will happen actually. That will happen. But gross manifestation. So like putting hands and not burning, this kind of things. Putting hands in the fire and not burning, this kind of things. Okay, Mahaseva Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I have developed some understanding. I just wanted to ask this question to clarify whether my understanding is correct or not.
Yes, Prabhu.
Prabhuji, I also understood this, that this material world is basically the foundation element of this material world is basically avidya. That
Yes.
is what on the world is more. So if this kind of miracle can be done every time, like Bhakti Maharani is manifesting, or even in case of karma also, like if we immediately do something bad and immediately result come, like we slap someone, immediately somebody slaps us, like that. I mean, those are the immediate action or immediate this miracle.
Prabhu, voice is too, Prabhu, sorry, Prabhu, your voice is a bit unclear. So
Okay. Okay, Prabhu, I'm using mobile data maybe because of that. Maybe I will ask some other time. Or on WhatsApp I will ask.
Okay. It's
Shall I
complete.
try once more? No? Okay.
Can you take earphones and try actually?
Okay, 1 second, Prabhuji.
It's
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, is it clear now? Better?
it's clear now.
I was using a headphone. So Prabhuji, what I was saying that I have this understanding that because this material world is based on avidya, the foundation element of this material world, avidya. So this kind of miracle or the immediate reaction of our karma, like I slap somebody and somebody immediately slaps me. Like every time if this happens, the avidya is actually removed, and the independence what is given to jiva that he can enjoy in this material world, because of that avidya, that is also removed, then everything becomes very clear. So that is also the reason this kind of miracle or this kind of karma doesn't come immediately. Is this understanding correct, Prabhuji, or this is?
So you are asking the case of the avidya, like bhakti and avidya. So also,
because the miracle, if it will happen, then it will become very clear about the power of the bhakti in a very gross way to all materialistic people. Then everyone living all the path will start following bhakti only. which actually Lord doesn't want, because he has given this independence to everyone that they can do whatever they are, the independence he has given, as well as he is giving shastras and sadhus to teach.
Yes,
Is this correct?
yeah, it's good. So now if we harm someone and you cut the hand, and immediately in the next minute your hand is automatically, if that result is manifesting, then what will happen? Yeah, it is also dangerous. And then completely, that means people is in not in a free will mood actually. There is no free will, and they cannot do anything. That means a terror world actually now.
Terror world means they cannot do the independence what
Yeah.
they came for, this material world, the enjoyment or whatever.
Yeah.
Somebody wanted to follow yoga, but he can say no, actually yoga, the results are coming very late. But bhakti, everything is coming immediately. Everyone will leave everything and start following this one. So then their independence is gone in a way.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Just had some Viparita Bhavana. In
Viparita Bhavana?
No, my doubt is that from strict definition of bhakti, there is no way bhakti can be misused.
Okay.
Because if you, as the example you were giving, if someone will do bhakti and to get some wine, that's kind of no longer really the pure devotional service anymore. So in that case, I think what Prabhu was saying, the example of preserving the sacredness and the rahasyam of bhakti, because if one who gets bhakti, then Krishna becomes controlled by that person. So that's why bhakti cannot really be misused, but just to keep bhakti secret. So people who still want to enjoy here, they won't even practice bhakti because they will see, oh, devotees also get sick, and devotees also suffer. I'm not going to even practice that because I want to be happy here. And that's why they won't be even attracted to bhakti. But bhakti won't be, there is no way bhakti can be misused. Is that correct understanding or not?
So if every moment, see, bhakti, that means you are chanting holy name. So it is bhakti actually. But you are having some kind of desire. So that's maybe material desire, and you might be desiring something, material things. Then, so by that bhakti, immediately, so that is, let us take, he doesn't have any offenses also. He might be having the sinful life, sins but not offenses. Then if she is manifesting by seeing his case, then how the people will be treating actually? Then how they will take into account Bhakti Maharani, how they will think actually? You can think. So then they will be thinking so cheaply about the Bhakti Maharani. For example, so Prime Minister is there, and he is accessible to everyone, and for everyone's request, whatever is there. So easily, he's there to serve everyone only, but now it's a miraculous way. So he is, if you ask, I want water, so he'll be coming and giving water. Then what you will be doing? Then you will be getting a habit of, or the nature of, so using. Then you will not be doing any karma also. You will not do anything. Then society will be becoming like that. So they will not at all do any kind of other, that means hard work, that means karma, and endeavoring the things. Nothing will be done. They don't write exam actually. Even they don't write exam, and just I do bhakti, and bhakti will be, Bhakti Maharani should write my exam there and keep her paper and get the result. This will happen then. Then where is the process? Where is the place for the karma?
It wouldn't work.
Huh?
It will obviously will never work. No, they will try it once or twice and they will see that it's not working. And they will go back to practicing karma and whatever else.
You are saying so, but she's manifesting. Definitely she will manifest. That means, and also another side, akama sarva kama va moksha kama udari. This is also said. That means if you do bhakti, you will get the results. So that means whatever you desire, you will get. That is also true. So that is also true. But how easily it is happening, that we have to see actually. So there should be a proper, like you see, now you did the bhakti, example, 10 times holy name you took, and now you want to have the some work. So if it is happening directly in the gross way, immediately it is happening, then it is not good actually. Then that will be taken as very cheaply. But she is manifesting results in a hidden way actually. So you are desiring some material result, and you will not look that Bhakti Maharani is doing that. That means you want job, and you did the japa, and definitely you will be getting the job. But in the process, you will be seeing, so you nicely answered questions to the interviewer, and he felt nice and he gave. Then you'll be seeing that, of course, Bhakti Maharani is doing the things, but you'll be seeing that her influence, you will not be seeing her influence or her results grossly, directly. It is in a hidden way she is doing actually. She will do like that. External, here the main point is what? So externally, grossly manifesting. That's a miraculous way manifestation of miraculous way, in the miraculous way manifestation. That's why here that said that idrisha anushangikam phalam. That means idrisha anushangikam phalam means the way that happened in the case of Prahlad Maharaj. That means even the elephant is climbing on him and nothing is happening. And that kind of manifestation is not going to happen. Even she is fulfilling all the desires, but in a hidden way actually. So people should not take it also cheaply, and also they will be having the faith. And sometimes it happens miraculous way also. Sometimes even it can happen even miraculous way also. Sometimes it should happen actually. Gross people easily can understand. So that's why there is many people have this kind of the questions on this area only. This they think, and studying the glories of the bhakti and why it is not happening. It's so both actually. That's true actually. It's happening, but it she'll be doing in the without showing herself. Yeah.
Prahlad Maharaj, these bhakti miracles were manifested for the sake of preaching to his father.
Yeah,
said?
Preaching to his father and other demon boys.
But it didn't really work, no? His preaching strategy failed, no?
But that boys, actually his friends, all they understood. But sometimes some pure devotees, they don't ask the Bhakti Maharani to manifest her results grossly. So in a miraculous way. Example is Parikshit Maharaj. He is also pure devotee. And he was given curse by the Brahmana boy. And he is about to, bitten by that snake. But that means he is also in the calamity, like how Prahlad Maharaj was there. But even he didn't ask also. You can see in that, Dijopasrishta kuhaka takshako va dashatvalam gayat Vishnu gadaha. Then translation you study translation service 117, 119, 15. Mike.
O Brahmanas, just accept me as a completely surrendered soul, and let Mother Ganges, the representative of the Lord, also accept me in that way. For I have already taken the lotus feet of the Lord into my heart. Let the snake bird or whatever magical thing the Brahmana created bite me at once. I only desire that you all continue singing the deeds of Lord Vishnu.
Yes. He is not counteracting. He is not asking Bhakti Maharani to save himself. Swarakshanaya. Pure devotees, they don't use Bhakti Maharani to protect himself, or else even sometimes they don't use, oh, I want to show the now Bhakti Maharani's glories, and that also sometimes even that also they don't ask. Sometimes, but sometimes they may ask, but they never ask for their own sake, or they never ask for their to show their own glory. No, see, I am such a pure devotee, so I can have this much devotion. Okay. Yeah.
Can we say that Parikshit Maharaj, in one way, glorified bhakti by hearing from Shukadeva Goswami? So he didn't say, okay, Krishna saved me, but he sat down and heard from Shukadeva Goswami, and in that way glorified the process of Shravanam.
Yes, he glorified process of the Shravanam. He didn't want to use Bhakti Maharani to protect himself. So that's the point we are seeing there. That's why he read that. Sri Parikshit Prabhuti Bistu Tadapi na ishtam. Even they don't desire. So that means they don't desire that. That means what? So asking Bhakti Maharani to manifest our glories, to just broadcast or to just preach the glories of the Lord. That also they don't ask sometimes. Okay. Any questions further? Clear? Is it clear or not? Okay. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki.